I stayed at the Douglas shelter last night, which is 0.5 miles down this little spur trail, which is, oh well, it is what it is. There was a lot of people down there, and one family really helped me out by showing me where the water was and everything, so I could get set up before it got totally dark. Long day yesterday, but I feel good today. I'm gonna try to get definitely past Stratton Mountain, which is 8 miles ahead. I don't know, people aren't talking bad about it, so they say the climb can be done in under 2 hours. So I'm sure they were talking about normal people and not slowpokes like me. But anyway, I'm on my way. Haven't looked at the weather forecast. It just beeped in the Garmin, so I'll look at it to see what it's gonna be. It feels warmer than yesterday. I already know that. Yesterday was a little chilly. So, I mean really chilly. Today's a little chilly. And we'll see, but I think we'll just see what happens. Fun day. Maple walnut bar in the morning, maple walnut bar in the evening, maple walnut bar at supper time. Eat a maple walnut bar and you'll be super fine. There are actually beavers swimming around in there. I think they're watching me, watching their dam, because this is their dam. And there's a little head going there. Yep. Oh, and there's one behind. Yep. Too cool. They've just been doing that for a couple minutes, swimming round and round. There's, of course, is their home. It's hard to see, but it's right there. Hard to see in the camera. It's easy to see out here. So, pretty cool. It's beautiful here. But Vermont is not my favorite state anymore. The Vermud is a favorite state killer. I slipped off a log yesterday, up and over the collar of my boot. Those socks are now in a plastic bag because they stink. So I will be headed into Bennington, the first town I come to, in order to get my clothes washed, especially those socks. Yeah, rinsing just doesn't do the trick. Vermud is real. It's still a beautiful state, though. I mean, look at that. Just gorgeous. Today has been a series of steep little ups and then little downs. Usually mud pits in the downs, but it's not as bad mud as it was yesterday. So nothing really remarkable on the trail today. But this morning in the privy, a spider watched me poop. That has been the highlight of the day. So it leads to the song of the day from the spider's point of view. I hear strange things when humans hands use this privy. I see strange things in human waste delivery. I think that's what he was thinking. Or she. Yeah, today at the tower, the two people I met were Tumbles and one more thing. Yep. I just climbed the steepest part of the trail that I will climb this morning, or today. It was really steep. It took like 45 minutes, and I think it was only, I'm not sure how long. I'll have to look at that, but I am so glad to have that behind and look forward, because I need to go 11 miles today, and it's 10:45 right now. Yeah, late start. Stayed at the Catamount Motel. Of course, no photos. Didn't get my laundry back till this morning, so I was busy patching my pants, so I wasn't showing my skin to everybody who got behind me. So I sewed a couple of patches on. We'll see. I hope they last at least the rest of the trail. I'll take a picture of the patch. I put one on the inside and one on the outside and sewed them together, so I hope at least one of them lasts. Oh, ran into Frontline and Cave Bear. They stayed at the same motel. You know, I told the guy, because he put me in the bunk room all by myself, and I told him, well, if you need to rent it out, go ahead and rent the bunk. So, bunks. And he said no, and then didn't rent it, so they ended up staying with Murphy, with another hiker, in one room with two beds. I don't understand that, but whatever. That's probably just as well. I had some digestive issues that they wouldn't have wanted to smell the results of. I don't know if it was the eggs or the pizza. I think it was the pizza, because it came on after the pizza. It was not good pizza. I ate it though. I was really hungry. So today is sunshine. And my pack is so heavy, all that food. I didn't know there was a hiker box, or I would have put some of it in the hiker box. My Frontline told me this morning there was a hiker box. But that's okay. I left some on the table for the cleaning girl. Maybe she'll put it in the hiker box, and she wants to take it. So it'll all work out. It's good. Got on the trail about 10, so I'm on my way. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. I need to do 2 miles an hour at least some of the day to get to the South Warner shelter, which is, I'm making that tonight, even if I have to hike in the dark. That steepest part that I just climbed was 0.7. It took me 40 minutes. Because there's still a mile left, and it was a mile marker of 1.7 to Harmon Hill. And I'll be there in 1 mile. And the trail is like beautiful. The sun is shining, and the leaves a lot of the leaves have fallen, but there's enough yellow and reds to just make it beautiful. So I'm looking forward to today and tomorrow, and actually every day between now and Harper's Ferry, even if it rains. I'm just gonna plow through because I'll dry out. I don't think I'll get, trench foot in less than a month for a couple of days of rain. And I really want to get home. I'm at the top of Harmon Hill, and you can just barely see mountains. I don't even think you can see them now. Over there, it's very faint, but they are over there, and I could see them before the cloud cover came in. You know, me and cloud cover and views. So, but because I have climbed this hill, so it is late in the morning and I've climbed the hill, and I look at Vermont while everything's still. Only me and the fog and the wind and the leaves, singing songs in late morning on Harmon Hill. All right, I stayed at the Seth Warner shelter last night. It's on a spur trail, 0.2 miles off of the main LAT. But look at this. The Vermont, Massachusetts border. 2.8 miles. 2.8. In less than 3 miles, I'll be in Massachusetts. Headed home as soon as I possibly can. Well, here you go. Welcome to Vermont, the long trail. And how perfect a welcome to Vermont than a big mud pit at the base of the sign. Yep. Vermud, the title Vermud, is earned. And that's the only reason Vermont is now on the bottom of my list of states. That mud. Sorry, Vermont. You're beautiful, except for that. All right, well, this is interesting part of Massachusetts. So it's been trees like this, rocks like that, and this, easy to walk on. And the mud pits have been there. I mean, it wasn't a magic wand that right after Vermont there was no more mud, but there's rocks that you can step on through them. Woohoo! There was a fire through here at some point. You can see, the burnt stump. Oh, let me get my trekking pole turned correctly. Right there, and some burnt trunks there. The trees are still living, but the undergrowth. It's just amazing. I don't know how long ago this fire was, and if it was a controlled burn, a prescribed burn, or an accidental burn, but whatever it is, it's made the understory come alive. I don't know, it may have been alive anyway, but really alive. Oh, it's vibrant with the fall colors. Oh my gosh. Just, wow. Striking. Yep, every state's gotta have their good stuff, and then their other stuff. This is new. I've never seen rocks this angular and sharp before. I hope it's only right here, and this is the only part in Massachusetts that's like this, but we'll see. I think those are the mountains I'm gonna be climbing today. I think. I would say that's Prospect, that's Williams, that's Greylock maybe? That would be great if it is, because they look real imposing. But once you get up Prospect, it's not as bad. It's getting up Prospect. So, oh geez, we'll see. Oh, there it is. I think that's the War Memorial on top of Mount Greylock, the last 3,800 plus mountain I will have to climb on the AT. Oh, I'm exhausted. There it is. I am on top of Mount Greylock, the last 3,400 plus foot elevation mountain I will have to climb on the AT. Yay! Stayed near the Noepel, Noepel shelter last night. I got here after dark, way after dark. Set up over there. So glad that was easy. There was nobody else here. A little spooky. And there's no signs. And they ran out of signs here. I don't know where the privy is or where to get water. So, I don't know. But it's a nice shelter. I mean, you know, keep you dry in the rain and the snow, so that's one point in their favor. There's a bear box. Oh, well, maybe there's a sign. Right there. Looks like there's something up there. I'll go check that out. Ah, fun times. Yes, good thing. The sign says group camping. That is, I think it's up there. I still don't have any idea where the privy is or the water. Thank goodness there's a spring about half a mile down the trail. That's where I'll go to get water and, you know, cat holes. Well, that's why you have a poop kit. Well, I guess the reason they didn't put a sign up is because you pass the privy on the way down. The trail is right there. Of course, if you're coming down in the dark, you're not going to see it. And it's right by the bear box, which is up the hill. Both of them are up the hill from the shelter. So, love it. They do have a sign right here. So, this is good. You can read this in the middle of the night for sure. I know. I should be better organized and plan better. So, Massachusetts has things for people who are better planners than I am. So, kudos for them. Even at elevation 2,600 feet, I still get the fog and the mist and the clouds for the view for the morning. And that's okay, because I like it. It is beautiful here. I mean, look at the trail. It's just gorgeous. I'm an hour later than I was getting out of camp yesterday, and that has put me in a strange mood. I had a hard time sleeping last night. So I'm working out the kinks because it's really beautiful out here in the woods, and I want to appreciate it because I'll probably never be back. I don't know why everybody makes such a big stink about Vermont mud, and they don't say anything about Massachusetts mud. It's just as bad. Sometimes there's rocks through it or a log you can balance on to get across, but just as often, there's nothing. Yeah, it's see, sometimes it's not too bad, but you never know, especially when you got leaf cover on it. Oh man, I'll be glad when I get to drier territory. Well, I'm liking this part of Massachusetts better. It's got rocks. Wait, let me turn it around. It's got rocks. I like New Hampshire does. Not quite as big as New Hampshire, but I kind of like rock hopping. Much better. I like rock hopping much better than mudslinging. So there's always positives in every state. If there's negatives, there's positives. If there's positives, there's got to be more positives. Yeah. Just another little video of the rocks that you can rock hop on instead of just plod, 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 which I like rock hopping. Yes. Massachusetts is just a mixed up state. Got all kinds of stuff. Okay, I am on the Appalachian Trail South in Massachusetts. You see the October mountain shelter that's 9.1 miles ahead? That's where I wanted to get last night. I didn't make it. Even if it hadn't have been for that surprise thunderstorm, I still wouldn't have made it. But I would have tried and I would have been closer. But that thunderstorm, wow, it just came out of nowhere and blew. The wind was crazy. There were trees falling, cracking and falling all around. I had just crossed the railroad tracks and oh man, it was scary. I ran to an old tree that had withstood a lot. It was an evergreen. Took shelter underneath that and then put up my tarp. So I had more shelter than the umbrella because the wind was whipping that rain around. And then I fell asleep under the tarp. So I guess it's stealth camping, but oh man, I wasn't going on. And I was exhausted anyway. These climbs are short, but they're pretty steep in Massachusetts. I'll be glad when I'm out of this state.